Representative Jim Jordan, our Ohio, speaks with reporters after a meeting at the House Republican Conference on June 26, 2018. Former Ohio State University wrestlers are accusing Representative Jim Jordan, our Ohio, of turning a blind eye to sexual abuse allegedly committed by a former team trainer while Jordan was an assistant coach. "I considered Jim Jordan a friend. But at the end of the day, he is absolutely lying if he says he doesn't know what was going on," former Ohio State wrestler Mike DiSabato told NBC News in an investigative report published Tuesday. Jordan, who became a congressman in 2007, was an assistant wrestling coach at the university between 1986 and 1994. In April, Ohio State officials announced the school was opening an investigation into accusations that Dr. Richard Strauss sexually abused athletes during his tenure as a school trainer from the mid-1970s to the late 1990s. Strauss died in 2005, but the investigation into his alleged actions is ongoing. Three former wrestlers told NBC News that it was common knowledge that Strauss inappropriately touched students during appointments and often showered with them. The athletes said it would have been near impossible for Jordan to not have known about the abuse. "Everybody used to snicker about how you go into his office for a sore shoulder and he tells you to take your pants down," an anonymous former wrestler said. Former wrestler Dunyasha Yates told NBC News that he reported Strauss' alleged behavior to Jordan in the early 90s. "I remember I had a thumb injury and went into Strauss' office and he started pulling down my wrestling shorts," Yates said. "I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I went out and told former head coach Russ Hellickson and Jim what happened. I was not having it. They went in and talked to Strauss." Jordan has repeatedly denied that he knew anything about sexual abuse allegations against Strauss. In a statement responding to NBC News report, he reiterated through a spokesman that he was not aware of sexual assault accusations. Congressman Jordan never saw any abuse, never heard about any abuse, and never had any abuse reported to him during his time as a coach at Ohio State, spokesman Ian Fury said. He has not been contacted by investigators about the matter but will assist them in any way they ask, because if what is alleged is true, the victims deserve a full investigation and justice. DiSabato, whose accusations triggered Ohio State to open an investigation into Strauss, estimates that the former trainer may have sexually abused as many as 2,000 athletes during his tenure at the university. Strauss sexually assaulted male athletes in at least 15 varsity sports during his employment at OSU from 1978 through 1998. DiSabato wrote in a June email to the law firm representing the university that was obtained by NBC News. Athlete victims include members of the following programs: football, basketball, wrestling, swimming, cheerleading, volleyball, lacrosse, gymnastics, ice hockey, soccer, baseball, tennis, track and cross-country. We estimate that Strauss sexually assaulted and/or raped a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 athletes at OSU. Mike DiSabato, former wrestler and alleged victim of Dr. Richard Strauss, he continued, "Based on testimony from victim athletes from each of the aforementioned varsity sports, we estimate that Strauss sexually assaulted and/or raped a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 athletes at OSU from 1978 through 1998. Jordan leans very conservative and is a devoted ally of President Donald Trump. His name is often brought up as a possible replacement for House Speaker Paul Ryan, R.Wis. These are serious allegations and issues," Doug Andres, a spokesman for Ryan, said in response to NBC News report. The university has rightfully initiated a full investigation into the matter. The speaker will await the findings of that inquiry. Go to NBC News to read the full report. Related coverage: 140 women have accused Larry Nassar of abuse. His victims think we don't care. Larry Nassar sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison for child sexual abuse. Penn State fined record $2.4 million over handling of Sandusky case. Download. Do you have information you want to share with HuffPost? Here's how.